Good morning, good morning. I am happy to be here on the microphone, in front of my camera, on YouTube with you, in my room with my little copper mug of spring water. I need it right now. Because it's okay to express yourself when you're having enjoyment, when you're having a success. It's okay to pat yourself on the back. It's okay to say, everything's awesome. Got a lot of great things to look forward to. Okay, no, everything's not awesome. That's a lie. There's always going to be something. There's always going to be something on your back, right? And that's important to talk about. It's important to admit. Because it's important to learn how to deal with that and still be able to say, you know what? There are some awesome things in life, like this cup of spring water. I'm going to take another drink of it. You know? Whoa, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to show public signs of enjoying yourself, because you might make someone feel bad. You might make maybe someone's doesn't feel like they have a good life, and so you don't want to make them feel bad. That's not really how it works. When you're enjoying your life, you're letting your light shine, and that's like a gift to the world, where they can say, if I really want to, if this is what I want, if I want to have an enjoyable life, I think I can do it, because you're showing me that you can do it. I mean, there's people that don't enjoy their life, but when they see someone else enjoying their life, they will be judgmental, and they'll say, that person is enjoying their life because of their circumstances, because it was handed to them, because they're lucky, because they're blessed by external forces, not because of something they did. Therefore, I am suffering because of external forces that people are doing to me. And they get in this habit of, these bad things are being done to me, these things are being taken from me, these limitations are being put on me. And that's why I'm in my mood. That's why I'm in this situation. My mood is something that other people are doing to me. Anyways, you get the idea. I'm not gonna harp on that. That's kind of it's a little bit of a dark subject. Let's have another nice drink of spring water. Okay, I'm not gonna gloat this time about the spring water. I kind of did that already. I tried to read from a script the other day, and it was laughable, horrible, cringe. I can't. Well, this would be good if the acting was better. You know, acting is hard. It's hard to do. Well, the little trick to that, as many of you know, is do the bullet points. I'm telling you this to encourage you as a creator. There's a lot of people that consume YouTube because they like to see people who are underdogs and who are not letting that stop them. Because I think it's because, you know, a lot of us feel like underdogs, and we want to know that we live in a world that will allow us to be ourselves without having to change. And that's why I've gotten a few comments that tell me, wow, this feels human. You know, we're living in this incredibly AI saturated environment right now. Not just the AI, but the humans are becoming AI. Or you could say the humans are becoming less human. Like all the reaction videos. What is that? It's a person with their... And hopefully it's real. Some reaction videos, if you've noticed, they use their same video of themselves. So they're not actually watching the video. It's just a video of them. And sometimes it's not even a video. It's just a still of them going like this. And they don't change expression. And that gets a lot of views. Okay, let's move on. That's fun. This is all about like being a YouTuber and feeling like, where's my place on YouTube? What's my thing? There are people who have incredible talent, like they play guitar or what else? I can't think of a lot right now because I'm not prepared, but let's just say they're a musician. and they're good. So they make music videos and they put them online. Well, there's a lot of problems that arise with this that I think that they could become a creator that people enjoy and that more people enjoy, but usually the things that stop them are like low production quality. And that's not a put down, because not everybody has the money to make good video, good audio, and it does take a lot of practice and time away from actually doing their art and playing music, in the case of a musician. So it can be, it's like you have to start though. You have to start somewhere and try to keep things getting better. Like if you can't have good video quality, like as good as someone else, maybe you can put your energy into doing more video editing. If you can't have really good sound, like a nice microphone, well, maybe you can get a cheap thing to at least get you sounding a little better, like a lapel mic for $10, and plug it into a extra phone or the phone that you're using to record with, and experiment with that and get that going so you can get your production quality up. It's a long road and it's hard, but I still think it's worth it. And as far as like putting videos out there, they're not getting any views, I'm not getting any feedback, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know if this is good or bad, I don't know if people like it or not. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say what a lot of other people have said. That's okay, keep doing it. And my opinion is it's good that no one's watching when you're learning how to do it. It's kind of good that you can post things without it being pushed in front of a lot of people and people being like, what is this? Because a lot of people aren't going to like it if it's low quality and if you haven't found yourself yet. And I think finding yourself is a big important part of it. And that leads me to the next sort of area and topic. This musician scenario that I'm talking about, that the next step from just playing music, getting the production quality up, maybe in some cases, I think in many cases, especially right now the way YouTube is, putting more of his personality out there, finding his genuine personality, vulnerable, authentic personality. And like for me, I feel it. I know when I feel that genuine personality. I know when I'm feeling balanced. I know when I'm feeling grounded, and all that kind of stuff. I would like to see more people talking like this, talking about things they're going through, and that's amazing to me. But the fact that a musician is like, this is my active passion. I'm a musician and I do this stuff. But the viewers may not necessarily tend to care about looking at that, because they're like, well, we've seen so much performance. We want to know, we care that you're a performer. We care that you're an artist making music and doing that in a unique way, because that's in itself, that activity brings about a lot of unique experiences. But we want to see you, we want to talk to you, we want to hear you being yourself, connecting with us. And we want to know what you really care about. We want to know what your feelings are. And the way to do that is to speak without a script and find your voice, find that voice. That's kind of what I'm going through, obviously. That's why I'm talking about this so much. And just hearing, like getting one comment that says, oh, it's nice to see something that feels so human. When someone says that, my thing is that there's a lot of subtext that goes along with that. Okay. You also benefit from having a high quality production. But when they say it's nice to see someone being human, this feels human. Thank you for telling this story. That was a good story. I think what they mean is the overall experience, maybe the immersive experience of the production, it all adds up. Me, the production, the gear, it all adds up to delivering a story in a way that reaches deeply, that compels and connects and engages the dear person that stops by to give their precious time, because there's so many other things they could be doing with their time. And in my case, when I'm on YouTube, a lot of times what I'm looking for is give me something that inspires me, guides me, and really raises my dopamine level to make it feel like I'm actually getting something for my effort, for my time that I'm putting into browsing, right? I've got to take a drink, hang on. So you get the idea. Just finding yourself. It's not necessarily just being yourself, because you're yourself when you're in your car driving and you're kind of talking to yourself, like we all do. And when you're unpolished and you're just yourself, it's a little different when you take that self, when you bring it into a spotlight, these lights, this camera, everything. And because we all change. Remember when you were a kid, the first time anyone put a camera or a microphone in front of you? You're like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? Suddenly you forget how to use your hands. You learn more and more and more how to fake yourself. You learn more and more and more how to mask your awkwardness. And you kind of lose yourself when you're around people. And then what happens is you can really, like performers, I think, get this way. More and more and more you suppress your natural awkward self. And I think that probably there is a movement going on today on YouTube where we don't want to suppress our real, natural, awkward self anymore. I'm just lighting up some sage here while I talk. And I think that's great. I think it's super amazing and great that people are breaking out. They're like, look, we're all being fake and we're all getting mentally unwell because of it. It's like consciousness is a very small part of your brain. It's like you are not the body. You are not even your thoughts. You're the consciousness somewhere inside of all that stuff. And wow, that got smoky fast. So I'm just really inspired and rambling here. And I just want to encourage people, as well as myself, to keep on being yourself and finding your camera self, which means that's what I was talking about. I'm glad I said that, because now I remember. You take that awkward self, you put it in front of a camera, and it's learned as an adult or a young adult to, okay, be careful, don't be yourself, don't, second guess everything you're doing. I don't know why some kids do that, some kids don't. Some young adults do that, some young adults don't. But I think as we get in front of the camera more, we learn to trust ourselves, or to trust our true self more. As we see smiles, we're not going to see smiles necessarily on camera, but we get smiles in the form of comments and things like that. Hey, emojis, right? Isn't that what they're for? Because we're not actually seeing people's face when they're talking to us because they're typing. Imagine if every comment under a video was a video comment. Hey, great job. Hey, I disagree with that. Hey, that reminds me of something. No, they're text with emojis. So the more you get your awkward self in front of the camera, the more you start to say, oh, it feels good. It feels good to let go. It feels good to not push down, not hold in my true self. And a lot of us just forget what the true self is. There's something missing in society. There's something missing in this world that we've built, this modern world. And we've come so far and we've built so high, but at what expense, at what cost? The cost of humanity, basically. And that's what we're here to try to heal. And that's what we're here to find again, okay? It's like someone has to take a chance. Someone has to get out there and be the first person of many people to speak up. And when I say speak up, I mean to be vulnerable and honest and just say, this is me, because this is all I can really represent is me, who I am. And eventually, more and more people will come out and say, oh, well, this is me. And the next person will say, wow, well, this is me. And we're learning what that means. Oh, this is me. Where have I been, right? And so it's interesting to be a musician and be a performer and to do a good job on stage, but that's not you. So, as a songwriter, sometimes we write songs that are very authentic and we sing them and it's like, okay, that song is me. But that's a song that's frozen in time. Well, that song was me when I wrote it. But to be able to get on here and give a fresh delivery of this is me in hopes that the rest of the world can get on and say, and this is me. We're all different people. And I think that's kind of what the whole point is. It's not just about tolerance, not just differences, but the confidence and comfort of finding your public voice and aligning it with your actual heart, your actual passions. A lot of times it's not easy to do that because we have those fears and we have those habits of internalizing and not able to externalize our deepest, truest self. Share the thing about you that's weird. Share the thing about you that's embarrassing, but don't be embarrassed about it. It's not for everyone, but put it out there. Put it out there because someone's gonna have their day changed for it. Maybe even their life. So anyways, in conclusion, this is the best time to be on YouTube creating real content, being yourself. It's not about being a megastar. I don't think you want that. I don't think I want that. That's not what YouTube is for. It's not what the internet's for. At least that's not what I felt like it was for when it was all developing long, long ago. I feel like it's for helping humanity. And I think one of the great ways of doing that is genuine, actual connection. In order to connect on YouTube, it's just like connecting in real life, in person, is being honest and open about a portion of your life in ways that you have learned feel good to you, feel authentic to you, that make you feel connected to other people. And maybe as you get feedback from others, it may help you to learn to trust yourself more and maybe even be a little critical of some things, but not letting it stop you, not letting it make you pull back, but just being willing to be different than what others want. Be willing to be yourself in spite of others' judgment, because it's hard to do that, but the benefit is great, because the people that aren't judgmental, you're going to create that connection with them because they're going to connect with you being real. If you just polish everything up there's not a connection there. It's the end of this video. So I hope you will be a creator on YouTube. I hope you will get your face on YouTube and not just try to be like, I'm just going to put my music on YouTube. I want you to put your face on YouTube. It's great to put your music on all the other music platforms because that's what those are for. But I know that me just putting my music on YouTube, it gives me less than I have when I'm actually putting myself this on here. And I am not absolutely completely confident while I'm here. I'm not completely confident while I'm here in front of this, But it takes practice. Just keep doing it. It's not about the numbers. It's not about the likes. It's not about any of that. It's about putting stuff out there. It's about cultivating your creatorship. It's about having a relationship with yourself as a creator and nurturing your own creator growth. And, it's not about like you plant something, it's going to take a while. You don't just plant it and walk away. You keep nurturing. You keep coming back and practicing your craft. And that craft is growing, is what's happening. You're growing your craft. You're not just like, this video is a failure, this video is a failure, this seed never made fruit. It's not about that. It's you're becoming better as a farmer. You're becoming better as a gardener. That's the fruit of it. You just keep going and you get better and you get better. And you get better at everything. At the same time you're finding your voice, you're getting better at production. Look at it that way. Just keep going. And it's like a therapy for your soul. If you're making your video, you might just pretend that you're talking to one person. Hi. Put a little person on your camera. I don't know. Put a picture of someone friendly next to your camera. All right, we'll end on that light note. And I'm going to get right away to editing this now. You have already seen it, but I have to do the work to finish the editing. I'm going to have some fun, maybe try some new things, and grow myself, grow my creatorship. All right. Hey, if you enjoyed that video, I just remembered I actually wrote a song about this subject, and I would really like to share it with you, so here's the link.